What's up, players? Welcome to Completely Consensual, episode 1. I don't know if I told you guys that name.
You did not know.
It's called Completely Consensual. You might be asking, Mikey, why is it called Completely Consensual? What happened to the Chip Tooth podcast? Well, you've noticed that we've been on break for a little bit, and the Chip Tooth podcast is no more. I wanted to take the podcast in a new direction, a more Joe Rogan style podcast as it were. Basically, I could talk about gaming. We could talk about gaming like we are going to do today, and we could talk about other things. And I'm going to have other guests on to talk about other things other than gaming. I have a lot lined up. So like
it's a lot of words.
Yeah. It's going to be good. Good things coming. But yeah, any topic really that we could broach, we could talk about. I'm planning on having a podcast just on comedy. And then because that's one of my New Year's resolutions, to actually jump in there and do an open mic. And then, like I said, we want to talk about gaming year, or we want to discuss the new game that just came out. I'm able to bring in people, and we can talk about that game. Now, I might be asking, who are these two chuckleheads alongside me today? Well, to my right, you have Josh or Joshua. I have never really asked you what you prefer.
We'll go with Josh for the time being.
Josh, okay. And then Sean,
a.k.a. Sean So Nasty.
Sean So Nasty. I like it. Now, gentlemen, why are you here today? Give me some background. Josh.
Sean, so I was walking to class, and then Mikey was all like, "Hey, you want to do a podcast?" And I was like, "Fuck it."
Damn, that's it. Dirt nasty. No. So what game? What console do you play? What kind of games do you like? Why are you on this discussion? Because for those of you who don't know, if you didn't read the title, it's going to be all about 2018 and the slate of games coming out for it.
All right. I mean, I have a PS4, and I just got a Switch for Christmas, Pretty much into everything. I just started getting into RPGs as of, like, last year, so that's kind of like my new thing right now.
Okay.
But, yeah, pretty much everything. Not so much a Call of Duty fan. But I do like shooters and first-person shooters and third-person shooters, so I'm a little bit everywhere.
Just like shooting.
Yeah, I like pew pew. I'm everywhere with
pew pew.
So
just get right up onto the mic, little baby boy.
Oh, you can't hear me?
There you go. No, I'm just saying, just doing a little check here.
All right,
making sure we're close.
I am very console agnostic. I have a Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, PS4, PC now. Definitely love that PC life.
PC nerds.
I was that kid that was always spoiled growing up, so I gotta have everything. But right now, definitely into Rainbow Six Siege, that slow-paced shooter type of thing where you always get cheesed from the corner. Definitely not fair.
You playing that on PC?
Absolutely.
Oh, God.
Running that 114 frames per
Disgusting.
second. Love it.
Ooh, master race.
Mm-hmm. That's the way it works.
Okay, so what did you say? What did you have? What consoles?
Yeah, PS4 and Switch.
Okay.
Everything.
I'm a good company. Now, were you an only child?
No. Older sister that
surprising.
shaped me. Yeah, no, absolutely, right?
Okay, that's
Older
weird.
sister shaped you?
Yes, well, in a good way. So,
not in like a Catholic priest kind of way.
Absolutely not, no. But like everything that I like, it's pretty much because of her. So like kind of girly shows I like, anything on Disney Channel I love, that type of thing,
Okay.
Go to Disneyland like 5 times a year.
Judgment.
Was raised with two sisters. I understand that.
It's a good life.
Watching the Lizzie McGuire show.
Mm-hmm. That's So Raven, Sister.
That's So Raven was a good one.
Sister was honestly a good show. I'm not even gonna lie.
Sister. All right, well, gentlemen. Now, just other housekeeping things before I should have done this in the beginning. Forgot to mention, we got some other shows. We got Couch Clash, which is our Let's Play series here at Chip Tooth Gaming. You might see some of these gentlemen on the one day. And then we also have Pixel Splat Radio, or Pixel Splat, which would be every other week. So twice a month, you're going to be getting a video essay by either me or one of my friends here at Chip Tooth Gaming. Now, into the nitty gritty. 2018. Both of you. First, let's kind of talk 2017. What is the highlights for you?
Highlights. Definitely the comeback of Rainbow Six Siege. Honestly, did not.
That came out in 2017?
Ooh, no, it
I
came
thought
out.
that was a 16 game.
I think it was 2016, but I mean, they pulled a total 180 on
That's
that because like it was going down, and then now it just came right back up.
It's a good game.
Absolutely.
Is
Love
that it?
I mean, that's probably my highlight. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
2017 brought a lot of games I like to enjoy. Final Fantasy Stormblood DLC dropped. I was really into that. I was really hyped about the level increase and level cap. Played it a lot. Kind of fell off because it wasn't too much to do after you kind of reached the level cap. And I mean, yeah, you could do some raids, but I mean, I didn't really have friends like that. So I mean, I really couldn't do the raids. Like I wanted to do the raids, and then you have to grind to get the gear, and it's a lot. I mean, I like the grind. Like I said, I'm new into RPG, so I mean, I like the grinding and everything like that. So Stormblood was really a good one for me. Injustice 2. Injustice 2, I was really looking forward to that game, and that game it's really promising, and it hopefully has a couple more years to go. I know the first Injustice lasted for a while, kind of died off a little bit quick, but it lasted for a really long time. And so that was a really good game.
You're a fighting game fan, right?
I love fighting games. Fighting games get me hyped the most. But I do like other games, like I said. What's another game that came
Something
out?
I forgot.
What's that?
Legend of Zelda.
Absolutely.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how I missed that one. Nintendo Switch coming out. Wow. Definitely a highlight for me.
Yeah, that's definitely Breath of the Wild.
Mm-hmm.
That was a must-have if you had a Switch. If you had a Switch, you had to have Breath of the Wild. It was a must. It was almost. It should have been a combo with the game, but like it wasn't. So you had to make it a combo anyway.
And it pretty much was, right? I think like every single console had Zelda.
I'd be
after a while.
interested to see what the attach rate on the
Right?
game
No,
is.
absolutely.
Because I'm sure it's like skyrocket. I mean, just let's talk about Nintendo in general. I mean, they killed it this year.
Oh, absolutely.
Almost every month they've almost had a exclusive, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, a good exclusive, not
Pretty much top
pick me
selling
and shit.
console.
But like, I mean, Splatoon. You got the Legend of Zelda. You got ARMS, which I know was really popular for a while.
Yeah, Mario Odyssey.
Mario Odyssey. I mean, they're on fire.
Re-release of Mario Kart. Definitely love that one too.
I mean that too.
Mario Kart's always been.
That's
hype.
basically a new
That's
release.
pretty much a family favorite right there.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
What about you, Mike? Any new games you hyped for 2017?
All right. Well, okay. Well, we talk about 2017.
Yeah.
Crash Bandicoot was a big one for me. Cuphead.
We know.
Cuphead.
Cuphead was
Probably my game of the
amazing.
year, but we'll get into that next week. I'm having a game of the year discussion
There you
then.
Okay.
I liked Star Wars Battlefront 2. I'm still sinking a lot of time into it. It's fun. I like the online. I like the progression. I feel like it was blown out of proportion a little bit. And PUBG.
Oh, you like PUBG?
I do. I'm a big PUBG fan.
All right.
Not on the PC, so I run it on like it's trash on the Xbox, but still playing it, getting those chicken dinners.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm missing a ton because there's a ton that came out this year. But though, I mean, to me, Cup of the Head's like top of the class. I'm in love with that game, and it's an Xbox exclusive, so it's
Good job on their part. You know.
They needed something,
Yeah.
so I'm glad they got out.
2017 was just a game of a lot of DLCs for me. I mean, Destiny came out in 2017, but I mean, it was hype at first. It was really like anticipated, but like towards the end of the year, it was just like regular Destiny again.
Yeah.
So
waiting for everything. To
I
come out.
tried. Do you play Destiny?
Yes, absolutely.
Do you play Destiny 2?
Yes. Destiny 1. I take that back. I did not play Destiny 1. Destiny 2. I'm all about Destiny 2.
See, I did the same thing. I didn't play Destiny 1. Do you have it on PS4?
I have one piece. I played both.
I want to try to
games.
jump into it again.
It's actually look Destiny 1 to Destiny 2. Like the multiplayer is a lot better. They added a story mode. I mean, they did everything better.
It's still half-assed though.
I mean, but it's still not like it's still like you feel like you could have done more. Like I feel like not like it was shorthanded, but like I felt like it was just like the same old repetitive. Like I mean, even Call of Duty as the games progress throughout the franchise, like I feel like every game is still something new to do or new to learn, like new weapons and things like that.
Yeah.
Destiny did have new weapons, but like their effect they had on the game kind of just died out after a while.
Yeah, there wasn't enough like grinding, you know, like because they said like the real game starts after the campaign, and that was 100% true.
Right.
But then you get to the point where it's like, okay, this is all the same type of.
How
grinding.
many times am I going to play this fucking live event? Over and
Exactly.
over and over and over again. That was my biggest issue with Destiny 2.
I got to a point where I was just beating the live events in 5 minutes by myself because I was like, oh, just shoot there, there, and there. Okay, you're done.
And you're done. And it's that over and that's the grind. I was like, this is not fun. And then Of course, by the time I got to the raid, I was a little late to it, so all the people I had like already did it.
Yeah.
So it's like the one part of the game that was a little intriguing to me I didn't get to do. And then the shooting, super satisfying. Like I love the shooting. Like it's the most satisfying shooting in a game I think I've ever played. But then you're playing with people and they're like, "Oh my god, this is Destiny 2 is so great. It actually has a map." Did the first one miss a map? Playing that game without a map would be impossible. Like I don't understand. And then people are like, "Oh, Destiny 1's good." I don't get it. And I tried Destiny 2, so I want to jump back into it again, see how it is down the line from when it's launched, and see if it's any different.
Destiny 1 had a map, but it was like preload, like it was on like a previous screen, so you had to like remember the map and then go into like the actual map and remember everything you saw.
Yeah, I think at launch you couldn't even pull up the map.
Yeah,
from
you
my
pull
understanding.
up the map. You just
I could not do
have
that.
to remember it
I have a
before you
terrible
went in.
memory, so there's no way I would be able to.
So it's like I don't even know how. Like, man, I don't know why people thought the game was so good and why they were so into it. But again, to each his own.
Mm-hmm.
Play what you play.
See, my thing was I was super excited because I had like a group of like 6 people. We were doing the raid Leviathan every single week, right? We're like, okay, next week, season 2, we're gonna do the new raid. Season 2 starts. Stopped. None of my friends played it, so I haven't done that new raid yet, and I'm just crying in the corner every week. But yeah.
Are you PC on that one too?
PC.
God damn it, Josh.
60 frames per second. What?
No one cares about your frame rates. PUBG on console clearly justifies
so
that.
much better. Absolutely.
There's so many people playing it, and they don't care. It's easy use. Well, let's talk about some of the things coming out in 2018. That's another thing. Hold on. 2017, Horizon Zero Dawn. Completely glazed over that.
I wish I played that.
Oh no,
I haven't yet.
Did you?
No, I haven't. I'm like, I was gonna lie, but like I didn't want to ask you questions about
Exactly,
it. So, like,
yeah.
I haven't.
It's
But
so good, guys.
I've watched a lot of Let's Plays like on YouTube. It looked really amazing. I just never got around to buying it.
It's one of those games I need to, but then I heard it doesn't have climbing like Legend of Zelda, and I just can't really go back.
That's the thing. I feel like you have to kind of play it before
Zelda, yeah.
or at least enough time. And I think it's been enough time.
Yeah,
I think you can
I'm gonna give it a couple more months.
All right. Well, all right. Let's get into the 2018 games coming out in 2018. Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
Sean, that's your alley, right?
I mean, you guys want to talk about that? I can talk all day about that game.
Okay, so from what I know about it, it's really improved on its fighting mechanics, and it's almost Mortal Kombat-ish mixed with Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball Fighters is probably going to be one of the best fighting competitive games of 2018. And I say that because it's already taken a huge fan base to the fighting community already, just off demo launches and betas. Everyone's already getting into it, getting the feel. It's kind of like, in a way, sort of like Marvel vs. Capcom, but at the same time, it's different. It has like a unique feel to it as you play. The cinematics are all great. I don't even know. There's so much to talk about in the game. I'm just hyped for it. The online looks great. The lobby looks great. It even shows you like your frame rate. It shows you your frame rate at the top of the screen as you're playing. So
Hear
you
that,
can tell
PC nerds?
I mean, everything just looks great. I'm just really hyped for it. January 26th, I think, is when it comes out. So, best believe I will be getting that.
We're coming up on that. Okay. And not Dragon Ball.
No,
fan?
actually, I'm more of a Naruto Storm fan.
Here we go. Naruto.
Yeah. My friend and I, every single day, would always be like, End Sons, and I would hop on. I would get my butt kicked for about 30 minutes. I would stop, and then an hour more, and then, yeah, I never won. But
I really like to imagine that where you're going with that. It's like, me and my friend dress up, and we go play Naruto in the backyard.
We put on the
every day.
sometimes, get into it. Absolutely.
I mean, the Storm series, I was actually a top player for a really long time.
Wow. Okay.
Online and Xbox and PlayStation. I was really up there.
I think I'll have to take you on that. Yeah.
All right, got a little competition. Fair. Couch clash.
I'm not even trying to be funny. It just won't be fair.
Damn.
Sure.
Dropping bars. Okay, and then Monster Hunter World. Any Monster Hunter fan? Either of you? I know this is a big game. I know it's very popular in Japan. Coming out to the West. Coming out this year, apparently.
Yeah, wasn't the last Monster Hunter that they had in the States was like PlayStation 2?
Yeah, did Vita have one? Or was it PSP?
Vita had one.
Or I know the 3DS had a couple.
I looked it up. I forgot because of my memory, but I'm pretty sure Vita had one.
But as in consoles, yes. since the PS2.
I think I played it. It's been so long.
I'm not too familiar with it. I just know this is a big one. Like I'm just looking at the list. I was like, oh, there's no possible way 2017 or 2018 could be better than 2017. Going through the list, there's some heavy hitters. Even if it's not games that we like Monster Hunter.
That's a big
huge.
Game. Yeah, no, I'm actually looking at that. Trying to debate whether I should wait for the PC, which got delayed because frame rates. But joking. I'm sorry. I'm done with that. Anyways, no, or the PS4 because it's coming out pretty soon. But they're having that beta that's opening today with like the big beast or whatever. So I'm probably gonna try that out tonight.
Have you guys seen any trailers on it?
Yeah, it doesn't look too good to me.
Honestly, it looks pretty standard. A lot of repetition I can see going into it, like kind of just the same thing, maybe different environment. But I think the hype is just built around it was only in Japan and now it's coming to the States. So let's get hype because we're finally getting it type of hype, not really coming from a, oh my God, the last game was cool. The last game was amazing. No one really ever played the last game unless you imported it from a different, from Japan. So like the hype is kind of like fake hype in my opinion. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah, and all the mobile ones too. I'm excited to jump into it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, no. My type of thing is I love games where you just grind for no reason. So like I heard this game is like you grind to fight a monster, then you grind again to find a bigger monster. I'm like, dude, I could spend a couple 100 hours in that. I like it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I like grinding, but I mean, to a certain extent, I kind of want something new. Like I don't want to be grinding doing like the same boss fight over and over.
Yeah, no, I could definitely.
Maybe he moves to the left and to the right every now and then differently. Like I like something different, and I like the fact that I think it's multiplayer, right? You can have your friends join in too as you. Yeah. I mean, I like that. That's gonna add some very cool, some funny moments, I'm sure. I like that aspect of the game, but as far as like the longevity, I don't really see it lasting too long.
Yeah, no, I can agree with that. Yeah. Probably
at least in the West.
Yeah, no, there's gonna be people that are playing this forever, and then there's gonna be me that finishes within a week, and I'm like, okay, I'm done.
I mean, they've done a lot to kind of like dumb it down, the controls. I heard they kind of like made it easier to learn. The learning curve is easier to learn how to play. So I mean, it's pretty much all ready for it to come over to the States. It's just, will the States hold on to it?
We'll see.
Wow, that was an amazing sentence. Okay.
All right, and then Metal Gear Survive. This one's a weird one, a prickly one. The first Metal Gear game without Hideo Kojima. It looks very weird.
Awkwardly enough, I'm actually kind of excited for this.
Okay.
Low key, right?
Yeah. No.
Okay, but why?
So I saw this GIF, right? And it was this soldier running away, and he had like a pack of like those weird like zombie-esque things, and he built a gate behind him, and all the zombies got stuck on it because it's definitely a bug because they could definitely like just run around. And I was like, this is a game I want to sink hours into because it just looks broken. Exactly. So I mean, it looks so bad that it's gonna be good type of thing because I love Metal Gear, So just taking that into a survival aspect, wow.
Gee willikers.
I'm honestly, I've seen a couple trailers. I mean, I've probably seen the same trailers you guys have seen. It honestly just looks kind of fun. Like just having the ability to set up your own traps. It just seems like there's a lot to do that you can do. And like, I like that feeling in the game. Like if you think it would work, it could work. I like that feeling because it gives me the opportunity to be more creative and things like that. And this game looks like I can definitely be more creative in that sense of killing zombies in my own special way. So. I mean, that looks really fun to try out. Hopefully, it's not a dud. I can definitely see some DLC coming out. It gives me the ability to do even more. But I'm really hyped for that game.
I don't think anything is going to work on that game. I think it's going to be a potato right out of the box. You're not going to be able to turn that game on without crashing your system.
I have to go into the files, hack into it.
Just a hot take. I don't think that game's going to work out very well. But we'll see.
Why not?
It's Hideo Kojima, his franchise. He's gone, and then to me, this is just Konami kind of going like,
bro, you sound like one of those guys.
Like just watch us. We could do this without you, and then it's just not gonna pan out because if you look at the game and you look at the previews of the game and like the things we've seen in the game, it doesn't look like it runs very good.
Are you a Hideo Kojima fanboy?
No, I mean he's a nice man. He's a very nice man.
Like as soon as he steps away,
Konami,
you know what?
Fuck Konami. That whole situation. If you know that any part of that situation,
I mean, they did kind of do my man's dirty, but still, it's not like Konami's been like they've disappointed us in the past. I mean, in the past they did have Hideo, but I mean, at the same time, I'm pretty sure they know where they want to go with the direction of the game.
So my whole thing was that like he left, and then like what was it, a couple months later, they're like, this game's coming out. It was like you just break up with your girlfriend and go on a date the next day. It's like, well,
it was very
give it some time.
It was very much like that.
Yeah.
It was very much like, look, we don't need you. We're making this game just to spite you, essentially. Because Japanese culture is very like honorable. Like it's an honor-based society. So like with something like that, it is very like to get back at them. It's hard to explain, but
they need to
does
prove
seem,
that their franchise could live
very
without
does,
video.
yeah, and
no,
it
I can
can't.
understand that.
It just can't.
You guys sound like the boyfriend.
We'll see.
Or the girlfriend
Okay,
that got
you want to do a
dumped
pizza
at the
bet
wedding.
right now, sir? That it will
What?
come out and it will not score above a 60 on Metacritic.
I'll give it a 75, and I will take that pizza bet. Yeah. I know it was towards him, but I want in on that, you know?
You're giving me
I mean,
more odds?
hey.
You're
Yeah, I'm saying
below a 75?
I'm saying that it's gonna get above a 75. Yeah, so I'll give you up to 75.
I'll give you 60. It's not going to get anything above a 60.
It's gonna get 75 or higher, right?
I'm gonna say 70 and just be that man in between. you
Okay.
know?
Yeah.
I still want my pizza though.
All right.
It's for surely gonna get at least.
Someone
70.
cut this out and remember this.
It's gonna get at least 70. Like it's Metal Gear Solid.
No.
How can you not
It's
like?
not.
Metal
It's
Gear
going to
Solid?
be a bad game. I'm
Very
telling
bad
you.
game.
Just watch.
Bad good game. No, that's my final say on it.
All right. For once, Xbox exclusive, Sea of Thieves.
Absolutely.
You know anything about Sea of Thieves, Sean?
Is it that like turn-based type of game?
No, it's a pirate game for the Xbox One where it's basically it's all online, right?
I'm pretty sure it's all online. Yeah.
And you're just pirates with your friends online, and you go do pirate
If
things.
that's the plot of the game, it sounds like shit.
Well, it's online, so like
You make your own story.
yeah,
kinda.
essentially. So it's like Destiny pirates. You do raids.
I mean,
You
Destiny
raid
wasn't
other
that good,
people's.
so I don't have confidence in that game. If that's what it is.
It's one of those things you gotta look at. I'm skeptical of it, especially since it's so close to
So like,
what's the other pirate game coming out for the Xbox? Or not Xbox?
PC.
Yeah, generally all. of them.
I know Ubisoft's coming out with a pirate game
Yeah,
pretty
that's the
soon.
one I'm talking. Where it's like Black Flag, but you can't leave the ship.
Yeah. No, see, I've had a roller coaster with this game because like first trailer that came out, I was like, dude, I'm totally down for this. Second trailer was like all those like YouTuber people were like, you know, being like super fake about it, and I was like, okay, that doesn't look cool anymore.
Something's wrong.
And then the newest trailer is like amazing again, so I was like, I could definitely get into this. So that's a game I'm looking forward to, being able to blow up other people's ships while building up my own. I'm down.
Sea of
Absolutely.
Thieves.
Sea of Thieves, man.
Check it out.
Beautiful.
Game sounds like garbage.
That knows nothing about it.
It sounds
But
like
Metal Gear
garbage.
Survive is gonna be great.
Oh, absolutely.
I'll be back.
This
here
man
eating
is
my
paid
pizza,
off.
though. I will be here eating my pizza.
We'll see. It's
Not
not
say a
gonna
word.
get above 60. There's no way. All right. A Way Out. Now, I don't know if you know I have seen anything on this one. This was the indie developer who basically have made a co-op exclusive game. You can no online co-op, couch co-op, and it's 2 screens, and they'll actually fluctuate like the size of them depending on what they want you to focus on. And so you sit there with a buddy, and you just play through the game like old school style. And it's about this guy gets out of jail. Goes and then honestly I don't really know too much about there. He just gets out of jail.
In jail, breaks out of jail, and then their journey outside of jail. I am so looking forward to this game.
It looks so. You gotta come play with.
I know, right?
That's who I'm gonna
totally
play
down
with.
for
I'm gonna
that.
play with
Yeah,
Josh. We'll do
absolutely.
a couch clash.
So what am I just?
You'll be there eating.
You'll
the
be there
pizza.
too, dude.
Eating your Metal Gear pizza. Right, I got you. No,
So is it split screen?
So
like you and
exclusively
your friend are breaking out of jail.
dynamic
split screen, yeah. And then when you do something on your screen, the other player can actually see it on their screen, like during cinematics too. So if you're standing in a certain place, like one person will have a cinematic while the other person can go play.
So it's like an indie,
And
a
you can see
side
'em.
scroll type of.
No, it's like a 3D.
It's almost like an Uncharted-esque. Like that's kind of what it looks like. So like they unlike the E3 demo, they had someone upstairs looking down at the guard positions, yelling out to the other guy, "Hey, go left," so he could take out the guards. So like they're like working together, even though you're right next to you. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward
It's
to
a cool idea, and it's cool that they're bringing back the couch co-op.
Yeah,
Because that's something I think is.
And
sorely
then the guy
lacking.
pushing the game, if you haven't seen him,
He's very, very excited.
Energetic.
Very excited man.
Absolutely. He will tell you that it is the best game ever. So, it probably is.
Go watch E3 videos on it. It's hilarious.
Absolutely.
The guy's so pumped up.
I gotta check it out. I'm not even familiar with the game. I mean, it sounds cool, so I mean, I gotta check it out.
It's a very cool concept, and that's why I'm excited about it. See, already right there. We're already
different.
getting into this list. We're not even in the meat of the list. Just gonna let me scroll. Oh, there we go. Ni no Kuni 2, Revenant Kingdom.
Okay, so don't judge me.
You look like a Ni no Kuni fan.
I haven't tried it, but I'm putting my $39 down on it because I love Studio Ghibli, and I know Studio Ghibli helped with the first one, so they're taking that art style onto this one, and I love games like this. So, oh my gosh,
So if you had to describe the first game in one word, how would you describe it?
Japanese.
Yes.
That's it?
Amazing art. I'll say that. Art style.
2 words.
Yeah. Oh.
This guy.
Math.
This guy.
One word. Interesting.
Ooh. Very tantalizing.
Positive?
That's 2 words, dude. You said 1 word.
No, I'm talking about his word. I'm talking about
Interesting, positive.
like,
Yes.
is it a
Yeah,
like
so
a
it's
good
a positive, interesting. So like interesting.
So what did you do in the first game?
So things. I don't want to spoil it for you because
Things.
Or people out there.
yeah, because it's actually like a
You
really
did
interesting
things
game.
in that game, guys.
It's like
Makes you
a
wanna buy the
classic
second one,
adventure
'cause you
type
did
of
some
thing.
things in the first game, makes you do things in the second game.
Exactly, and they're gonna be fun things,
Really fun and exciting things. Now, I didn't know you were a JRPG fan.
Oh man,
as much as you are.
what was that? Like 60, 70 hours into Persona.
Persona's hot.
Persona, like the
Persona's
newest
dope.
one, and then the one before that, the golden one on the Vita. Oh my gosh,
God bless Vita.
heart and soul. Thoughts and prayers.
I
Thoughts and
just
prayers.
bought my nephew a Vita for Christmas. Why are you guys saying it like
What?
he died?
This
It's-
late in the game?
It's a rare thing, man. I mean, there's a good
This
catalog.
2017 Christmas?
I didn't judge you.
Bruh.
No one judged your Christmas.
No, but definitely
console.
like JRPGs are where I am at because you're just in it. You know what I mean? Like I would wake up every single morning 7:00 to play for 2 hours before I went to school. Like, oh my gosh, too many hours.
I haven't done that in a while.
I know, right? Okay. Anyways, go on.
Yeah, that's one thing I miss. I miss sinking a lot
I
of
think I
time
haven't
into
done
a
that
game.
since like Destiny 1 was first released. And it was just something brand new. I was just like always on that game.
You
But, I
know
mean,
it's a
you know
good
how that
game
ended.
when you wake up
To
before
play a
you
game,
want to
yeah.
like before your alarm clock just to play a game for like an hour and a half. Oh my gosh, yeah. Kingdom Hearts was one of those games. I rented Power Rangers once for the PS1. Those are the games that I remember, but yeah. Anyways. But yeah.
Man, so many good games.
You know a game is good when you don't mind losing sleep because you played all night and you have to wake up early to go to work or go to school or something like that.
Or wake up early to play it
You don't
again.
want to complain about being tired because you know it's your fault and you know you're worth it. That's when you know a game is good.
Last time I did that was probably Star Wars Episode 3 on the PS2.
Legos or like the actual like
the actual like
Kinda like
episode
fighting. Yeah,
like
yeah.
like based off
Yeah.
Episode 3 verbatim, like the same
those
shit.
were interesting games.
They were so good. I remember just staying up all night with my friend, just playing, like trying to unlock Mace Windu. Like that was my goal. Since Mace Windu was my favorite.
Because like the fighting in the game was so solid
So
too.
good. It was such a good underrated game.
Gosh.
And then doing like the arena battles
Yeah,
with like
yeah,
the
yeah.
characters you unlock. Oh man, that's the hotness, Sean.
Oh yeah.
The hotness. All right, and Far Cry 5. I completely forgot about this game.
Oh,
I remember and then I forget instantaneously.
Yeah.
But it's a game
I don't know
I'm
if that's a
looking
bad
forward to.
sign.
I'm hoping not. But it looks so.
have you played any other Far Cry's?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Which ones have you played?
So so I started 1. I got halfway through that. Then I did, what was it 3? Blood Dragon. I started 4, but I was renting it, so I'm never gonna finish it because I still rent games sometimes. But anyways, and then I'm looking forward to this one.
Way to kill the industry.
I
The only
know.
one I've ever played was
Whoops.
Primal, and that one was hella fun.
I have Primal still
Cry.
wrapped up.
I hate
it-
that. Don't you hate that?
I hate that because I got it for free because I bought an Xbox One
Uh-huh.
and then I never unwrapped it. Digital only. Type
Not
of guy.
enough time. in the
Exactly.
day to play.
Yeah.
You sound like a Far Cry fan.
Just because you said that, I'm gonna go back and play it. Just like unwrap it. Yeah, no,
How do you feel,
but
Mikey?
I played 3 a long time ago, and I'm always interested by the villains. They kill
Yeah.
villains. Like they are like on top of their villains. They make such like tantalizing, interesting bad
from
guys.
3, it was his name Vaz, right?
I never played 3.
Oh my gosh,
I
dude.
I just said I only played Primal.
Go back and play it because it was amazing. Because like the main guy Vaz, like you fight him for a while and then something happens to him and then you do things and it's amazing. Because I don't want to spoil it for you because now you got to play it. But wow, let me just tell you.
What's the one with the king? He's like the king. And he's
that was the one before Primal. Was that 4?
4,
I think.
I think that's the one I played. I don't remember. It all kind of blends together, guys.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Because I think Primal used the same map as 4, if I remember correctly.
I couldn't tell you. I never played 4.
Oh, you know, I only played Primal. Wow. Yeah, okay, my bad.
But what do you? But honestly, what do you've seen Far Cry 5?
Yeah.
So
watched a couple trailers. Yeah.
What do you? How do you feel about the setting? How do you feel about like how they're going about it, taking place in America, in Montana, opposed to like the other Far Cries where it's very much more
exotic. Yeah,
exotic and like, oh yeah, this could happen because this is like in the middle of nowhere.
And random place number 1. Yeah.
I like the direction they're going as far as to bring it into America, the settings and everything like that. I like that only because it's a little bit political in the story way it goes. I don't know if you guys read about on the story. I don't want to spoil it because it's really good. But it's not too far off in terms of what's happening now.
Yeah, where we are at now.
But it's a little bit more extreme. Obviously, it's a video game. But I like how it can sort of hit home in a couple places. And it makes the game a little bit more meaningful in a sense like that. So I can definitely see that game being very good in the sense that it means more than just a game. Like it's symbolic for multiple reasons. And Far Cry's always been good. Clearly, then the 5th game, Primal was amazing because that's the one I played. But yeah, I'm really hyped for it. I'm definitely gonna get it. I saw a black guy in the trailer with a shotgun, so I like black guys with shotguns.
Sold.
Yeah, I just love how controversial it looks. You know, like it's definitely going to be having a lot of social commentary, and I'm really interested to dive into that because I'm one of those people that just like love hearing both sides of a story. So like I want to see like what makes the bad guys tick. You know what I mean? Because like I get it from my point of view, but it's like I want to understand why they're so like interesting on their side. You know?
Yeah. No, I mean, definitely. I hope they do go down that route of making it a political statement, which I don't think they are. Just from what I've seen, it looks like they're doing kind of a sidestep. Because like, oh, we don't want to we don't want to touch on it. We don't want to step on the Nazis' toes.
Yeah.
So I hope they don't go down that route of like kind of doing a sidestep and be like, oh, but it's not really a political message. I hope they just go
do it.
Yeah, full boring. Like this is the story we're trying to tell, and this is why.
This
and these
is exactly
are the
what the fuck is happening. Just go do it.
Yeah, I agree. So. Yeah, this is gonna be an interesting one to see kind of play out, and I hope it actually plays out the way we all kind of want it. And
the black guy's favor. Hopefully he ends up just shooting everyone in the city.
In a good way, though, you know.
No, in a bad way.
Yeah, in the worst way possible.
Everyone's got to go. Make that a statement, political, everything.
Cleaning house. Oh man! All right, let's see. How does this list work? Sorry, I'm going off of Games Radar for this list. So thank you to Games Radar. We Happy Few.
Yes.
Released for this year.
What is it called?
We Happy Few. It's another Xbox exclusive, which is actually kind of looking up for Xbox this year.
It's not out yet.
So they released it in early access.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
In 2015. 16?
It must have been 16.
2016.
I played that a while ago.
But it wasn't like the actual game. It was like a explorer version
Slice
of the game for like to like check out the game. But it's like BioShock-esque, and it's another game you should really go back and check out like the trailer for because like they've nailed the mood, they've nailed the tone. I'm excited to see how it plays out. I'm hoping this is just ready to go because like I haven't jumped into the early access.
Yeah, no, I did. Wow, is it grotesque, and wow, did I love it. It's like jumping into a mixture of Tim Burton's mind with BioShock, you know? It's like, what is happening? So, yeah, if they actually have like a full built-on game, I'm definitely going to jump back in because that was really fun.
Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, you got to check it out.
I had a PlayStation. Still have a PlayStation, so it doesn't seem like I'd be making that investment.
You can play on PC, dude.
Fuck PC.
Every Xbox game is a PC game. I know. Right there, my man.
What the fuck is a PC?
Fuck PC.
Personal computer. That's what it is.
And God of War, another
Yes.
Sony exclusive. Switching up the formula. He killed all the Greek gods, so now he's gonna go kill all the Norse gods.
Because why not?
Hopefully they. So it looks like they are actually giving Kratos a little character development, which he definitely lacked in the first 3 or 4 games. And the so the first 6 games. The whole franchise, Kratos didn't have a very good personality.
No one knew shit
No
about Kratos.
character development. It was
Guy.
just like,
no, he was just ripping people apart. That's all
yeah,
he
it was
was
just
doing.
angry
So
the whole
violently.
time, which is cool. But then when you're in 2017, when you have The Last of Us preceding this game, it's like you need a good story. Like
Gotta
you can't
step
just be
up.
ripping like people apart and just being angry all the
Yeah,
time.
it gets old.
Which, I mean, Cory Borlaug, one of the original creators, along with David Jaffe, is along for the ride on God of War. Looks like he has his kid exploring a very Last of Us feel, but with like God of War. It's a very weird mixture.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see how this comes out. I'm not the biggest God of War fan, but I'm excited to, again, play this and kind of see how it plays out, especially this is a big title for Sony. I mean, they're just killing it. They're just killing it year after year. So, what are your guys' thoughts on God of War?
So I just found out today, maybe, a rumor perhaps, that you might not be able to jump in the game. Wow.
No.
Isn't
Like,
that
actually,
amazing?
like-
Yeah, no.
like
So
in the air
someone
jump?
went on a rant for like 20 minutes today, telling me like how they might not be able to triple jump or something. I was like, interesting. No,
Triple
but
jump? Or, okay.
yeah.
I was like,
but
jump.
but he called it that was just jumping. Anyways, so I'm definitely looking forward to this game. Mainly because it just looks so more like, you know, story like driven. And that's what I'm really looking forward to, because the other ones were kind of just like, oh, murder these people, you know. But like this one's like, oh, we're actually going to be protecting something. So the story kind of means a little bit more now. You're more invested in it. And that's what I really, really like about it.
I mean, I've seen that, like, it's still going to be murder this person,
Oh,
murder
well,
that
absolutely.
person. But at the same time, you're going to get different view from Kratos, as far as, you know, him raising his son while he's murdering this person, murdering that person.
Rip the heart out of the chest, rip the spine off this guy. Heartwarming scene with the son. Back to killing people.
This is how you
That's
clean the
what
trophy.
it is. And honestly, I mean, that's what you expect out of Kratos, honestly. But I like how his son's supposed to mean something different to what Kratos has been through and what he's done. Like, as far as being, like, another option or alternative route that Kratos could have taken. I think that's what his son's probably going to mean for him in the story, and that's going to be a great storyline in the game.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how they develop his character and make him an interesting character for once. Not that the other God of War games are bad, because on gameplay level they are like pristine, phenomenal games.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see if they could kind of if that Santa Monica studio can kind of get their spark back. Because I feel like they've really been lacking the last couple games in just terms of soul for their games, especially like God of War Ascension. I felt like they really got into like,
God of War Ascension.
and then it's like that
No,
game that got
those-
canceled. The Battlestar Galactica writer, who they were gonna do a space game, the God of War creators, and it got canned.
Did not hear about
Yeah,
that.
it was like a sci-fi game. So that's a bummer because I want to see them kind of do something different. So I guess this is a good middle ground of the same and different. So excited to see how that goes from there. Also, you think Thor is going to be in this game?
Thor.
Thor.
Oh, I thought you said Dora. I was
Dora?
like, why
You
is
think
Dora
Thor?
going to be in this
Why would
game?
you say Dora?
I don't know. I'm bad at hearing. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. No. Thor.
I just got that visual of Kratos ripping apart Dora.
Just Boots watching in the corner like, oh no.
From the bushes.
Oh no. Thor though. Hopefully, because that would definitely be an interesting thing. Because like there was that one scene like kind of where like he called like his little like axe. It reminded me of Thor. So that was something that I was hoping that like, oh, maybe Thor might be in there.
Thor would probably be like the last boss, only because everyone's expecting him so soon. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they probably make him last.
I just keep hearing Dora. That Dora is going to be the last one.
Swipe her right.
Get over here.
Oh man, poor Dora.
It's a love
Got bait
story,
around with
really.
your son.
Well, next one, another PlayStation in-house exclusive, Days Gone.
Oh yes.
Nope.
Yes.
Don't know nothing about it.
Really?
Days Gone.
Okay.
Interesting.
Break it down for me, guys.
So not a zombie game,
But
It
a
is-
zombie game. It's
it-
kind of a zombie game.
it's a
I like zombie
freakers
games.
game. But just tons and tons of like people running at you, all being generated real time, and then you could just like maul them all down, right? And it's just like a survival game with a pretty looks like a decent story.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, all these are kind of course, the previews that they give us, but it takes place in Oregon, around Bend, which is actually the developer who's making the game. They're called Sony Bend. You get a bike, and you get to drive around the map, and there could be hundreds of zombies on the screen at once that you can take out.
Freakers.
Freakers. Sorry,
Apparently.
not zombies.
Freakers.
Freakers. Very big difference.
Freakers.
Yes.
I forgot what the
Say
difference
it, Will.
was. They're
Well,
not dead.
I think what was it? Last of Us just came out, and there's like a couple more zombie games. So like, oh no, we swear it's not a zombie game, but I think they're just sick.
Yeah. Well, wasn't there like a distinction that they made?
No,
that
they got really into it, but they're
Like,
not.
I am
dead.
Legend sick.
They're sick. So
I am Legend sick.
exactly, not zombies, it's freakers. But yeah, no. But the
Look-
hundreds of enemies on screen at a time.
Yeah,
looks
and then
crazy.
you can go about things different ways. You can go, it's completely open world. You can take missions down in different ways that you want. You can go through the back side, the front side. You could use your environment to your advantage. You can use the zombies to your advantage. There's the one demo that they showed at E3 where he blows a hole through one of the fences, the bad guy's fences, and there's freakers like outside of it, and so the freakers just flooded in and killed everyone. So it's like you can use like the environment, and then like I said, you're on the bike, so you're exploring around on your bike throughout the whole map.
Ooh, dynamic weather too. So like
Real time
weather
dynamic
actually
weather.
matters in that, which is kind of
Is it coming out on PC too?
No,
Nope.
Okay.
PS4.
Just making sure.
Yeah.
Gotta play it on the
Sounds
PS4.
amazing. Honestly, I hope everything's good with the development as far as like having 100 zombies on the screen at one time. That sounds like a lot of frame rate drop.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm just hoping the CPU can hold up to that. Because with all that like moving action, it
Like,
might be.
PS4
But with
Pro to
PS4
really have a
Pro.
good time.
There you go, plug it in. All
Yeah.
right.
One thing about this game, do you remember the Siphon Filter games? That's actually that developer.
Oh,
Yeah, and
Okay.
Uncharted Golden Abyss on Vita.
yeah.
That was the last game they made. So they've been dormant for like ever. So I'm excited to kind of see them have their coming out party to where they could be a prominent Sony developer again. All right.
I need that game. That sounds good.
Crackdown 3. We could kind of praise over this disaster.
Yeah. At very first, it looked amazing, and then that newest trailer was just like, uh-oh, they messed up.
It's supposed to be a launch Xbox One game.
Uh-huh.
Still hasn't come out.
With cloud
delayed it, like,
processing
3
for
times,
destruction.
5 years later.
Yeah, they got delayed like 3 times.
Yeah,
4 times.
a lot of times. Too many times.
How
Because
have you
I
seen
feel
that
like they got
2018?
caught in that weird zone of Xbox switching over to the Xbox they are now.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember when they came out, this was supposed to be the entertainment console instead of like the gaming console.
Yeah.
And that I feel like when they kind of transitioned over, they fired I forgot who it was, and they hired the new guy. I'm blanking on names, but they moved more toward gaming, and then Crackdown was supposed to be more of like a cinematic game, so they like kept it in development to develop the like gameplay, and then it just kind of never got out of development.
Yeah, because like when they first announced it, they were saying that they're gonna do cloud calculations. So like they'd blow up a building, and like every piece would crumble, and it looked like absolutely jaw dropping, right? And then this newest one, they kind of just like subtly dropped that
Yeah,
it wasn't
never
cloud
mind,
processing
guys.
anymore. And then they blew up a building, and just like poof, you know, it was like not as elegant, but and maybe it might be good.
And that doesn't happen in multiplayer, or
Yeah.
it was something weird where it's like that only happens during this part of the game.
Yeah. So
I mean, sometimes you gotta expect those things because sometimes like they're not gonna be able to hold the frame rate and things like that.
Well, don't promise them.
It's gonna kick on.
That's what I say, Sean.
overpromise.
I mean, look,
underdone.
over
No Man's Sky.
promising, not delivering means no sales. Drop game's gonna be a flop.
They probably should have just canceled this game. They probably should have canceled it a while ago.
I say probably just put it back in the.
Do you guys like the Crackdown series at all though? Like the franchise?
I played the demo of it and it was fun. I was at which one comes out right now?
Number
It's 3 right now.
Yeah, 3.
So I
Crackdown
played Crackdown 2 Xbox 360 demo. Amazing, right? Because
Boom.
like you could jump around, fun stuff. A lot of orb collecting to make your character stronger.
Yeah.
So I like that type of stuff. But other than that, no.
You didn't like it?
You know, I mean, yet again, it was just a demo, but it was just like a lot of just like kind of.
Mikey, please tell me
Pointless
you like the
mechanics.
I
game.
never played it.
You didn't play Crackdown?
Mm.
Have you played?
It doesn't seem like a game I'd like though.
Why not?
To be honest, just not like.
Oh my god.
I know it just never really rubbed me the right way.
Hitting me.
Sorry.
Crackdown was fun.
I didn't know you were such a big Crackdown fan. I didn't know he was so passionate about this.
Down
It
on
was
crack.
a fun game. You guys are talking about it like it was just like shit. Like I just put a shit disc in my fucking Xbox. Like
what
it was
gave
a
you the red
great
ring.
game.
Yeah.
That's another topic. But but it was a great game. I had hella fun on that game. Taking your buddies, smashing through cars, running through cars, punching people through buildings. Like it was a great game.
Well, I mean, this one especially looks different. Have you seen anything on Crackdown 3?
I've seen this couple trailers, like one with.
It just looks. It doesn't. First of all, it doesn't even look.
He's
very
freaking
good.
yelling into the screen.
Oh yeah.
See, but like when I played Crackdown, right? But then I played Saints Row right after it, and I was more of a fan of Saints Row because like you know you could play that with only one
Saints
other
Row's
person.
shit.
Exactly. So like I was kind of comparing the two, you know, Crackdown and Saints Row. I just like Saints Row a lot more, you know, because those games were amazing.
You can't compare Crackdown to Saints Row.
I mean, if I play them around the same
No.
time,
Kind
comparable.
of can.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
Especially like
Well-
that superhero one, that Saints Row where you're flying around. I was like, dude, this is Crackdown.
I haven't
Basically.
played that one.
Let me ask you this: are you gonna buy an Xbox One for this game?
Not at all.
Yeah, it's not a very good game.
I
Because
mean-
if I didn't have a PS4 and I saw that Crash Bandicoot was coming back on PS4, I'd buy a PS4.
Nah, I
That
definitely
day.
understand that.
What a dedicated
mean-
fan you are.
Crackdown's amazing, guys.
I forgot all about this. Next game, Red Dead Redemption.
Oh, of course,
2.
it's gonna be pretty fun,
I
right?
mean, there's not even much negative to say about that game.
Yeah, I'm excited. First of all, it was delayed.
Yes.
Originally supposed to be in 2017. Do you anticipate any problems with it?
So no. What I am guessing is that multiplayer is not gonna be up. You know, game comes out, multiplayer is not gonna be up for 2 weeks. Reviews are gonna go out, then multiplayer is gonna go live randomly. That's just my prediction.
I
But
hope that's the case. Usually when games get delayed and then they try to hurry up and release it, that means something get rushed and then the game starts lacking.
exactly.
I hope they don't do that. I hope they kind of like take their time. Like I don't mind having it delayed to the end of 2018 as long as it comes out like crisp. But
Yeah.
I don't want it to come out like spring 2018 and just be like a shit game.
I'm not gonna lie.
Like
I'm super excited for that game. But if it takes to 2019 to make it like a perfect game, take your time. You know what I mean?
A delayed game's temporary, a bad game's forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So
Yes.
I mean, it's like, it's one of those things
I
where
like
it's like, I'm interested. Again, a lot of these reactions are just gonna be like, oh, interested and like excited. Red Dead is one where it's like I want to see where they take the story because of how they ended it on the first one
Mm-hmm.
and where they go from there. So I might not like the story. Like I don't know where they're gonna take it,
Yeah.
and I don't know if I'm gonna like it.
Yeah,
Whatever
I'm
they're-
definitely hoping that we learn more about John Marston, you know, because like they're going like back in time, so it's kind of like a prequel type of thing. So I'm definitely looking forward to see like how he became him, you know, things like that, and then just you know riding horses and saving damsels type of
a
thing.
lot of horses in that game.
Mules too.
Horse
Get on that
Simulator
horse, you better
2017.
ride it.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think that's just one of the things where it's Rockstar, and then Rockstar kind of speaks for itself. We'll see where it goes from there. Detroit Become Human,
Yes.
another PS4 exclusive game about them androids.
I have not played their previous game, Heavy Rain.
Heavy Rain,
I didn't play their sequel game to that, but
not so much sequel, but yeah, I know what you're saying.
you know, so they had
Yeah,
a
their
second
next
game.
game. Yeah, their second game.
But I'm really excited for this game, only because I haven't played those games.
Yeah. No.
And those
I get
games
you.
look like I really missed out on something. I know Heavy Rain wasn't too interactable. And I know that's something they really tried to capitalize in Detroit. So hopefully it's gonna blow all those other games out of the water. Hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, Heavy Rain,
Heavy Rain.
fucking fantastic game.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right.
This was
Can't even.
so good.
Jeez.
Heavy Rain.
Like, you just go through that game, and you're just, like, losing your mind every step. And then the end of the game, you're just like, wait, what just happened?
With the fucking finger.
I know,
And they cut
I
it
know.
off. It's like,
Oh, too
just
much.
you're stressed. Like, I don't know what anxiety feels like, but I feel like it's something like
I
playing
could
that
definitely
game.
see myself cutting off the PlayStation, jumping like, no.
Yeah, no, absolutely. My favorite quote from Heavy Rain.
What's that?
Jason.
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 Just at the beginning of the game, all you just hear is Jason.
Just
should
horribly
play it.
VO'd. Just
Oh, absolutely.
the game's all the facial expressions. Like, you look back at it now and you're
Yeah,
like,
you're
man,
just
this
like-
used to look really good.
Dude. I'm sorry. Facial expressions reminded me of LA Noire. I remember that game. It used to have like the best facial animations to the point where they put it on like 2 or 3 discs. But I was so bad at it, I had to look up all the answers just to get the perfect ending.
No,
But the ending was
gosh.
like still terrible.
You're a
Anyways.
cheater.
LA
PC
Noire.
gamers are cheaters.
Yeah.
You're a cheater.
Fucking no good cheaters.
If
Have
you
to
don't
look
use
up all
all
the
the
endings.
tools in your chest, then what the heck are you doing, right? Gotta
Mhm.
win.
You're cheating. All the tools should come from here.
And here.
Here.
That's what you're doing.
All right. State of. Oh, wait. Well, I guess we just really talked about Heavy Rain. Detroit Become Human.
Yeah.
I was
My
about to
bad.
move on. Detroit Become Human. I love the idea of AI and living among humans
Yeah.
and like AI rights. Kind of hit a rocky road with especially everything that's come out in the last couple weeks on Quantic Dream's game development. Have you heard about any of this?
Fill me in, friend.
Well, a couple French, I believe, French journalists wrote stories on how Quantic Dream's environment is very toxic,
Yeah.
and like how there's a lot of like jokes being thrown around that aren't like cool, and like just like a very toxic work environment. And they got very defensive about it. They were just like, no, like anything like this is just blasphemy and blah, blah, blah. So they got a little bit of a scandal on their hands right now. I don't know how they're going to handle it. I mean, they said they looked into it, and but Sony blacklisted the journalists who wrote the story. So we don't really know what's going on in there, but I hope it doesn't affect the development of the game. But at the same time, do we buy the game? Do we speak with our wallets on the game if we don't like the work environment they got going on now? There's more to the story.
Absolutely.
I would just have to pull it up to be able to divulge all the details. All right, and we're back. Sorry about that. Basically the story is it's a toxic and sexist work environment, that there were jokes, gay jokes being thrown around, feminist jokes being thrown around, and they responded in a very defensive way. They said there was an investigation going on because these people went to Sony in 2017 for their HR department, and nothing's been found. But again, we've seen time and time again that HR departments don't really do a whole lot for victims, especially Sony's, because the whole Naughty Dog thing with David Ballard when the whole thing happened. So there could be some sketchiness going on, but do we speak with our wallets? Do we because there are people who are working there who are the victims who care about this game.
Absolutely.
So it's like, do we not buy the game because of what's going on? Do we just wait until we have like a final clear and cut answer of what happened?
That's what I'm thinking. So once all the information is out on the table, once we can fully see the whole image of what actually happened, then I'll be like, okay, buy the game or don't buy the game.
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to hold it.
I'm just trying to think of what you were saying earlier.
Look.
But
It's cool. I already had to cut it down. It's all right. Cool.
I'm still gonna buy the game
if it's good, to support the other people that are working there, because not everyone's
an evil rapist.
I mean, look,
not that he raped again.
Not
This was not a rapist
homophobic
story.
or everything like that, but I mean, people still have to life still has to go on.
I want a T-shirt of that. Not everyone's homophobic.
Man, okay.
I'm still gonna buy the game.
Starting it off strong.
People still buy a crucifix and Jesus died on it, all right? So you gotta keep going.
What is that analogy? Okay. Try it. Become Human. Looks like a cool game.
Okay.
I'm excited for it.
I'm still buying it.
All right. That's the thing. I think I'm still gonna buy it, but it's let's see what details come out of this and see what more information we can get out of this.
Good lord.
God damn it.
I'm still buying it.
Like I said, I think I am too. What? Man. Games radar. Oh, wait. That's why. I'm on a different article. Sorry.
I have a
Pregnant
game
pause.
in mind, but I don't want to
What game?
ruin the list.
What's going on?
Shadow of Colossus.
Oh, that is on here.
Is that coming out this year?
Yeah.
That's supposed to be coming out
2018.
Team Eco, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they also did Last Guardian.
Correct.
Yeah.
Amazing first 30 minutes of the game. I'll just tell you that, and then I stopped. Actually, no.
Why'd you stop?
An hour. So playing on it.
Why would you stop with something that good?
And I was like, wow, this is just opening the game. And then I was like, oh, wait, I have no idea where I'm going after this. And then I still didn't know. And I was like, okay.
You didn't look it up?
Did I a cheater?
Here we go.
You hear that? Look at that.
But yeah, no. I love the intro of the game. Beautiful art. I need to go back to it. It's just that was the time where like a million games are coming out. So I just was jumping. Because I think Persona, I bought that at the same time that I bought Persona. So I was like, sorry, you know.
Yeah, Persona kind of wins that one. But, man, I see it.
The game looks amazing.
Shadow of
I'm not
Colossus?
gonna lie, Shadow of Colossus looks really good. The graphics look similar to Last Guardian. Some of the gameplays I've seen look similar to Last Guardian. I hope it's not the Last Guardian. But I mean, it looks really amazing. The open world, the huge creatures that he has to run across on this small little tiny horse, the obstacles he has to face on climbing and things like that. Like, it all looks really cool and really interactive. I just hope it's not a repeat of their last game.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a remaster of Shadow of Colossus on PS2.
Yeah,
Of course.
I hope they fix.
Critically acclaimed, of course.
Yeah, one of the most popular games on the PS2. One of the most beloved games on the PS2. I just hope they fix the controls.
Yeah.
Because they were very PS2-y, but I don't think they will because Last Guardian had crappy PS2 controls.
D-pad to
so
do some stuff.
bad. Again, I hope they could kind of change that around. But in my perspective of this game, I feel like this is kind of Studio Japan's way of making up the money lost on the development of Shadow Colossus. So they're using that same engine to kind of bring back... engine of making The Last Guardian.
10 years in the making.
Yeah, exactly. 10 years in the making. In the time that it took them to make that game, Uncharted 1, 2, 3, 4, Last of Us, Jack X Racing all came out in the time they announced that game.
And Stardew Valley.
Yeah, and Stardew Valley. Very important.
Right.
So it was very... So one developer put out 6 games, and then Stardew Valley
Put out its own game, you know. There you go.
But... So I feel like this is kind of their way to kind of recoup the money lost because obviously you put out a remaster of Shadow Colossus is going to sell.
Yeah.
So it's like I feel like that's their way of kind of doing a little life support on that studio and the money that they bled for Shadow of the Colossus.
I am just hoping, because I know it would be amazing if they did like a limited edition console and like actually did a really good one on it, you know, just like kind of like a gray PS4, you know. I just think that'd be beautiful.
Didn't they already do that with the classic?
No, I'm talking
20th
about.
anniversary?
I'm talking about like the Shadow Colossus, like, you know, gray, and then have like a little bit of like imagery on it.
You know how like Battlefront had their limited edition?
Yeah, no, I know what.
Yeah, okay.
I'm sorry.
I know what he's talking about.
Just a quick aside. That Star Wars Battlefront limited edition was like, what was
terrible.
that? It's just black with like stickers on it. I'm just like, you had so much you could have done there.
$500.
Like I remember I bought the 360 R2D2. Right, you press it would make like the beep beep beep, you know, and then like it said, "You're our only hope, Obi-Wan." You know, it's like everything in there was awesome. The controller was like C-3PO. It's like perfect. And then like you get the PS4 Pro Star Wars, and it's like, oh, here's a sticker. It's like
here's some stickers that you can peel off.
Like,
I thought they were engraved.
Are they?
I don't know.
Most likely, maybe, but I mean,
Well,
still.
I know people got mad. I know people got mad at Sony
Sony
for the Destiny controllers, the limited edition Destiny controllers, and they just slap stickers on it.
Ugh.
The white PS4 controller.
Ugh.
So it's like they're known for doing it. So
Yeah, because I mean, like Battlefront 1 limited edition was just Vader on there. right? If I'm remembering correctly. And
yeah.
this new one is just I don't know. They could have done an amazing job with that, and I just feel like they kind of took the ball and just dropped it on the floor.
You're one of the few people that bought that Star Wars bundle for the Xbox 360.
Yeah, dude. Star Wars Connect, I love it. I will still play it. I will beat you in Han Solo dancing any day. Amazing game. I was mad when I
Hot
played
take.
it.
Hot take. State of Decay 2 on the Xbox 360, another zombie game.
Yes.
Not too excited about it. Not a big State of Decay fan. I'm just kind of meh on the whole franchise. But
Yeah.
it's coming out, another Xbox exclusive. It finally looks like Xbox is kind of pushing out exclusives this year.
Yeah, absolutely. So the main thing with State of Decay for me is the friends that did play it loved it, and the friends that didn't play it didn't play it. I mean, that's pretty much it, right?
There's no middle ground.
It's like you either really loved it
Friends
and you
that
played
didn't play
it,
it
and you just didn't
play
play it. Exactly. You know, State of Decay 2 looks like they're going places with it. I know that they're doing a little bit more with multiplayer. So I mean, I might take a peek at it, but it all depends if I have money in my wallet at that time.
You're not gonna buy it. You don't have to lie to us.
I don't have money. I'm sorry.
I'm broke. Anthem.
Ooh.
EA's Anthem.
Anthem looked really good in E3.
Look really good, but it's not gonna look that good.
Yeah.
No.
I'm just
Not
I'm a
at all.
Scorn lover. Like I'm used to things coming out. Oh, Killzone 2 looks amazing, and then you get Killzone 2, and you're like, this looks nothing like how you had it looking.
Watch Dogs, so then you actually get the
Oh.
game. It's like, wait,
Watch
what happened to that
Dogs is another
E3
one.
thing? You know, no, but Anthem looked cool. If you
Man's
can
Sky.
actually No Man's Sky, yeah, absolutely.
No Man's Sky.
Yeah, if you can actually fly around like you can in the trailers, definitely down for that. But I mean,
Iron Man.
yeah,
They made it look like you're Iron Man, and it's badass because I always want to
flying
be Iron
underwater. It's like, why not? I mean,
It
it's
looked
technically
amazing.
swimming,
Man.
but
But if it's not that, there's gonna be a lot of it's EA, so there's probably gonna be microtransactions to
Yeah.
fly.
They keep their promises.
Microtransaction to be able to go underwater. Microtransaction to put on the suit.
microtransactions to move forward, backwards, left,
Yeah.
right. No,
That's
but
crazy.
what I'm excited about though is we saw it with Star Wars Battlefront 2. Like everyone got together and was like, dude, this is not cool. You got to stop all these weird microtransactions, because it's impossible to level up in that game, right? I'm just
Pay to
hoping
win.
that from now on EA gets the message and every other developer gets the message that, microtransactions, perfect. Use them. But use them wisely. You know what I mean? Don't go overboard.
Use them smartly, like how. What is the game I'm thinking of?
Rainbow Six Siege uses it, right?
No, I don't even like that because then it's like
It's
you
all
really
just-
have to grind to unlock the other characters, and the other
Yeah.
characters very OP. A lot of
But
them.
I mean, the main thing is that you are getting you get nothing other than the characters. It's just all camo for your guns and things like
Yeah.
that. So it's not actually modifying the game, other than if you buy the season pass, you can only get the characters. But I
Which
mean,
is dumb.
I think Ubisoft did an amazing job, which is why I love that game. Anyways,
It's a good game.
I think they
you
did
need to
an
get on
amazing
Xbox
job.
so we can actually play.
Oh, absolutely, I'm down for that, dude. Absolutely.
I thought you have an Xbox.
I do.
Do you have an Xbox?
Do you have an Xbox?
I have PS4 and Xbox. I don't have the Switch.
You don't have a Switch.
No.
That is something you need to get.
Do you have a Switch?
I do have a Switch.
I've had this discussion on many a podcast. I just am not for supporting Nintendo's shitty habits of their broken ways of doing things. For one, are we ever gonna get a virtual console on it? No, we're not. Because you know what I could see Nintendo completely doing? We gave you the classic consoles, so there you go. That's the only time you can play those games. The way they
I
do
can
their
see that, though.
online, no trophies or achievements or anything.
You have to pay for it now, though. $20 a year.
Love it.
Yeah, you have to pay for that for a game that you get to rent for a month.
I think they changed that up, didn't
Yeah,
they?
they changed that.
I think you actually get to keep it maybe
Good.
longer.
I'm
than
glad.
that.
See,
Yeah,
I'm
they
glad
changed that.
they put something out
Why
and then
isn't
they
it?
pull it back. This
They're
is
listening to
exactly how
Mikey.
they are. They like with
There's
the
no satisfying Mikey.
with the online
Nintendo can't do
gameplay.
anything for Mikey now.
With the online gameplay, you have to talk through your phone, which they've since fixed. But when they launched it, they thought it was a good idea to hook your headset up
That was
to your
really weird.
phone, and you have to leave your phone unlocked, and you can't go off the app to be able to talk to people who you're playing with.
And then like if you have like a new iPhone,
Shit doesn't just make sense to them.
if you have a new iPhone, then you couldn't even use the head port jack, so you had to use like the the charge port, right?
Yeah.
But then you couldn't charge your phone, so your battery dies, and you're done.
leaving in lot. It's so bad, and they're just so tone deaf sometimes. And then other times they're like, "Hey, check this out! 2 game of the years, boom, right there, Mario Odyssey and Legend of Zelda." But again, Legend of Zelda, Wii U game, Mario Kart, Wii U game.
True.
So it's like, it's just one of those things where it's like, again, I'm a scoring lover. Am I gonna get one eventually? Yes, I'm gonna get one probably sooner than I like to admit. But I like to speak with my wallet somewhat. But obviously that didn't do anything because they are crushing it in sales right now.
What are they saying?
Outpacing everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. They just outpaced the PS3, I believe. They already outpaced the Wii U.
Let me tell you. Oh, come on. Vita outpaced the Wii U. Like, it's not very hard to outpace the Wii U. But
I loved my Wii U. I'm just gonna say that.
Oh God,
it was a good console.
PC gamer and Wii U lover. Wii U apologist.
I only used the Wii U for the Smash Bros.
Oh yeah, exactly. Right.
The one game I ever had. That's all the game you ever needed.
I think the gamepad was a revolutionary idea. Being able just to like play without the TV. That was kind of like Switch.
If
Junior.
only like someone didn't come out before them with something like that. Like maybe like the Vita.
Yeah. I'll tell you, that's like one of the major things I use my Vita for. What's it called? Remote play?
Remote play? Any PS4 games have a Vita game.
I know. Exactly, dude. I would be like in my bedroom, like waking up, and then
Remote
Persona
play is
5.
Remote play is absolute garbage.
It was. I'll give you that. But they updated it recently, and it works like a charm now.
I haven't used it since I tried it the first time. It was just like, why am I wasting my time with this?
Yeah, no, because like in the beginning, like it would like you would connect, and then like it would just stutter every 2 seconds.
Yeah, like midway through what you're playing, it just
cut out.
It's just like.
Yeah.
If they would have just held on to the Vita just a little bit longer before they released it, it could have been way better. It could have been so good, but no. Sony wanted to fail us on that one. But here's a little tale about Mikey and Nintendo. I thought the Switch was going to bomb. And don't lie, most people agreed with me, because remember that first console, the conference they came out with in like the January before they launched it, where it was like weird, and they brought out the Splatoon guy, and they had a little
that
Switch.
Was fun. That was some.
It was so astronomically bad, and it looked so Nintendo that I was like, this is so tone deaf. They don't understand anything. There's no like this. There's nothing like this. And then it came out, and it was just wrong. So just something to remember. I'm not always right.
I will tell you, I was watching that, and then I opened up my laptop, and right once I heard you could pre-order it now, I was like, bestbuy.com, and then I pre-ordered it. 2 seconds. Literally, I got one of the first ones. I was like, all right, I'm good. I was super satisfied with that, and wow, best decision of my life.
Paid off, because Octopath Traveler is coming.
Looking forward to that too, dude. Oh my gosh. I just started that game, I Am Setsuna, by the way. Love it. They just put that on the Switch.
Yeah.
Switch
has a lot of indie games.
Oh, the Nindies.
So many.
I think it's so. Real quick, I'm pretty sure, Mikey. Just to let you know, like there are so many indie games on there.
So many.
Like $9.99, $14.99. Like honestly, it's getting swamped to the point where I'm actually thinking it's gonna be like the mobile market.
Garbage.
It's almost annoying. Yeah, it's almost annoying.
Because like you go to recent releases and there's always like 7 new games there. I'm like, okay, what is all this stuff? It's like, calm down, Nintendo. Like they're kind of, I think they opened up the floodgates too much.
Yeah.
Like if you had to pick 5 games from the Switch right now to actually like a must-have, what would they be?
So, Zelda Odyssey. What's the driving? Mario Kart.
Driving.
So then. There's that other one that I'm thinking of. Either ARMS or Pokken Tournament, just so you can get a fighting game. I loved ARMS. It was goofy. Like, fighting like that, it's weird. But I definitely loved ARMS.
A lot of people did.
I mean, it's not a bad game.
I can't wait for legs.
Okay.
A joke that's been made a million times by everybody.
And then last game, really obscure indie game, but Has Been Heroes. It's a roguelike game, and it's so quick to play that it's literally perfect for the Switch. Like you'll open it up and you're like, I just want to play a game for like 10 minutes. You play that. But what's that game? It just came out right now. It is
Fire Emblem?
Mario?
No. It's on PC.
Stardew Valley.
No one
There's
knows
that one,
no
but
plays PC.
Minesweeper.
No, I'm forgetting the name.
Solitaire.
Oh well. But anyways, there's Darkest Dungeon. Darkest Dungeon just came out.
Microsoft Paint.
I didn't hear half the things you just said. I was so lost in thought. But Darkest Dungeon is a really good game that I'm definitely gonna buy. But yeah. Anyways, 4 games. What would you say?
I mean, but yeah, those are all gonna be like $60 games. And those probably like the only 5 games you'd really play if you really, unless you really like indies. Then you have to literally like scroll through the market. Like,
Yes.
what is this about? Do a little research. I'm good. What is this about? Nah, I'm
Like,
good.
Over, I would say over 60,
many.
70, maybe even 100 games on there, just indies.
Yeah,
No.
like if you open up the marketplace, it's only gonna show you like, for like option to download, it's gonna show you like Mario, Zelda,
Yeah.
Pokken, and it's just like those 5 games you said, and then that's it.
Yep.
There's not really too much out for the Switch right now as far as non-indie.
Quality. Yeah.
So I really hope they come through with something.
I mean, you got Doom, you got Skyrim
Yeah.
coming.
But
See,
I mean,
you got-
those
like I
are
said-
attached games.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
and
there's no-
that's
I
what
wanna-
Nintendo's
We're
known
talking
for.
about like
That's what I'm saying.
Switch games, you know?
Yeah, I
what
want Switch exclusive.
Yeah, well, I mean, technically, Legend of Zelda's not even a Switch.
Okay, Switch /
Technically.
Wii U exclusive. I could care less. It's a Switch game.
Oh,
Nintendo
Donkey Kong
exclusive. How about
Country. And
I
now
don't-
it's for the Switch.
I don't know.
Oh boy, I'm so
You
excited.
looking forward to that?
Oh my god, I think that's the thing that kind of sells me on the Switch a little more now. I love Donkey Kong games.
I was thinking, do you think they're gonna make a new Smash Bros, or do you think they're just gonna port it
They're
over?
gonna port it over, and then at the end of
Number 4?
the life of the Wii U, they're gonna put out another one.
Yeah,
That's the way I kind of see it. I see them doing
double the sales
porting,
type of thing.
porting over the Smash Brothers on the Wii U because it's a good Smash Brothers.
Yeah. Oh,
This
absolutely.
is a solid Smash
Absolutely.
Brothers, but it was on the Wii U, so it's not that good of a Smash Brothers. But you bring that over, and basically it's a new game. I mean,
Yeah.
any game that you bring over to the Wii U is a new
Yep.
game
Absolutely.
because the Wii U sold 9 units,
yeah,
and one of the 9 being
1,
you.
2, 3. Right? There you
Yeah.
go.
So that's what's kind of cool about the Wii U games. It kind of
Yeah.
gives new life to the Switch. It gives life to the Wii U games. I do see them, like I said, at the end of this life cycle, putting out a Smash Brothers, like
Yeah.
a new Smash Brothers game, which is
See,
exciting.
I'm looking forward to Smash Brothers, and the second one I'm looking forward to is Mario Party, because they
Oh
have to
my
do
God.
an amazing job with that. There's no
I
way
feel
they
like
can mess that up, right?
Anyone over 13 bought a Switch for Smash.
Yeah.
I really feel like that's the only reason why they're just waiting for it to drop. Probably just wasting hours on
Smash and Mario Kart
Zelda.
and Zelda. Those are the 3.
Trifecta.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go,
Hey.
my man. All right.
Hey.
He said it too, right?
Hey. Awkward.
Yikes.
Yeah. So Anthem.
Oh,
we don't.
We were there.
We don't-
Okay.
Yeah, but so basically, we can't really make up our minds until the game comes out because
Exactly.
EA is a sleazy
And
company.
that's just a wait and find out type.
I need to see a lot more. I mean, EA, everyone gives a bad rap. They're just trying to make money. It's a business. They make great games, so hopefully do us right on this one, you know?
Micro sells for extra rockets when you're low on ammo.
Amen. You know? How else can you win?
Ubisoft's Skull and Bones, which
That's
is
the
basically Twisted Metal for the ocean
Yes.
and pirates.
Looking forward to that too.
Why?
Not a pirate
Ubisoft
fan.
did Black Flag amazingly well. How are they going to screw this up? Take
By
a film of
not
that.
letting you get out of the ship.
Who needs to get out of the ship, right?
How are they gonna screw that up? By not doing Black Flag. That's how they're gonna screw it up.
No, but that one, like, if they do it well, and like if it's like straight up naval combat with all your friends, and you could just like really just destroy an enemy ship, and like you just see it fall apart. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be
Like
amazing.
co-op, like everyone's like taking control
Yeah.
of a cannon and
Yeah, like Captain
I got
Cannons.
bad news for you.
Don't tell
That's-
me.
Sly Cooper did it first.
Oh, okay. All right.
Sly 3. You were able to
Shaking
go
in my
around on
boots.
on the ship and blow up other pirate ships and loot
Yeah.
them. Good time. Good time. I played a lot of that game.
I mean, I don't see Ubisoft doing all that though.
I don't know. I mean, like, they surprised me with like destruction in some of their other games, Siege. So I'm wondering, like, if they can bring that type of destruction back over to like actually like make it meaningful. Oh my gosh, like they're gonna do an amazing job with it. But then again, I need to see a lot more. I think they just opened up a beta pretty soon.
You're making me want to play Siege.
You don't want to get out the shit.
Play Siege.
Get on Xbox.
All right.
Jump on. Sean, get an Xbox.
That's a bigger statement than just get Siege. Just, come on.
They're like $200.
Spend the $20, Josh. All right. Sean, $200.
Xbox is $200.
Hey, and then on PS4 we'll play some other games.
Oh my god.
I'm trying to think of a multiplayer game that you can play.
I don't know. Get Xbox Live. Get like was it 2-3 games free?
Oh yeah, we're playing Destiny on PS4. That's what we were gonna do.
Who plays Destiny?
Destiny 2.
Who plays that anymore?
I don't know.
A lot of
I
people.
heard the first DLC was trash.
I've been getting kind of not upset, but it's like worried about their whole communication with like everyone about like have you guys heard like all like the controversies and whatnot?
Yeah, this guy named 8-Bit Dad over on Twitter, Sketchy Mailman.
Yeah.
Going off about something every week about how Destiny is upsetting him.
Yeah, no, it's
get a life, you dork.
No, but it's something though. I mean, like saying that like, oh, you're gonna get more exotics, and then you don't get more exotics for buying something that costs so much legendary income.
$30 for
legendary
DLC.
shards, not incomes. But yes, anyways, go on. I'm getting heated, just like Dirty Dan over there, whatever his name was.
$30 for the DLC to run.
Did you just say $30 for the DLC?
30.
That's a hot. Oh, I was like, damn, that's a hot rhyme,
dude. The dirty 30.
$30 for
like
the
it.
DLC.
30. But no, the DLC in Destiny was a flop. It was overhyped in my opinion. Didn't really give much to the players. Another raid, but I mean,
another raid and like a small map, and then a couple more levels to go up. But
you're still gonna have to grind the same missions.
Yep, because it's not like there's a lot to do on Snap. Where they at? I forgot the planet. I don't know why. But
which one?
The new planet that they just added.
Titan. Endor.
No.
Hoth. I think it was Hoth. No, but
it was a new DLC planet.
Yeah, it was like Mercury or Mars or whatever. Anyways, but
some science shit.
It's up there someplace. I don't know. It's just it was so small. There's not that much you can do on it, so it didn't really add too much to the game. The only really awesome thing was probably just
there's not much you can do on Destiny, period, other than play online and do trials.
Do a live event.
And then raid for like the third time with your third character in the same week.
13th, but
like yeah, there's not really much to do. Make another character and redo the story. Like, who wants to do that?
Nah, I get you.
How do we get on Destiny again?
I don't know.
I love our
train of thought.
Yeah, I love it.
Big circle.
That's why I love it. That's what this podcast is all about. Completely consensual. We talk about whatever the fuck we want to.
Forgot that's the name.
It's a great name, huh?
Yeah, I love it. You know what?
Thank you.
And you know what? I'll make it official. I give my consent to be on this, even though I probably already did by sitting here. But there you go.
You never know. Sometimes it's always good to have consent. Kids. Hollywood. So Shenmue 3 is also coming out in 2018, apparently.
Yes, apparently.
Not a big Shenmue fan. Don't really know a lot about Shenmue.
Looks
very Japanese, and Japanese video games aren't really my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about it.
How'd you know you liked it?
So there's Shenmue, right?
He's a PC gamer,
and I'm not sure if there's 3 Shenmues, but there is a Shenmue in there.
Okay.
And that's all I know.
All right, cool.
It was a game before.
Did he just say he's not sure if there's
so
3
all
Shenmue?
this Shenmue hasn't captured any of our attention to go actually find out what the fuck Shenmue is. So that should tell you all about.
I mean, I just know it was Shenmue 1 and 2 came out, I think, for the PS1, right?
Basically, it was a Kickstarter. It was announced at Kickstarter at a Sony press conference, and it's the 3rd installment of the Shenmue franchise that nobody really wanted.
I think it was more of a hype because it was like, oh, nostalgia, and then they're like, we're actually gonna make it, and they're like, oh, you are?
yeah.
It was kind of a boulder that kind of fell down the hill.
What was the one game that came out where everyone's like, oh, we want this, and they came out and everyone's like, oh, we don't. We were just saying
honestly, Last Guardian was one of those games.
Yeah, for real.
But I'm not sure what game you're talking about. But Last Guardian was definitely.
Yeah, I know there was a couple of those games this year. Okay, so that's all the Shenmue, and then Mega Man 11. We're getting a new Mega Man game. Exciting. Looks beautiful. I'm a big Mega Man fan. Well, I'm not like a huge Mega Man fan, but like I enjoy the Mega Man games. I like dabbling. I like that kind of game.
No comment. I've never touched it.
Okay.
Mega Man belongs in Smash, and that's it.
Damn. And Marvel vs. Capcom.
Is he good in that though? I mean, like I've never played a good Mega Man.
He's a cool character.
Really played.
I don't know. I know the games were great, and I'll give it to that. You know, they've made history, and like that's how games are good now. It's just that growing up, I never.
What makes
really
you like
Mega
Mega Man? I'm curious now.
I'm that kind of gamer. Like that's why I like Cuphead so much. That's why I like Crash Bandicoot. That's why I like and kind of any platformer. I like the challenge. I like challenging games. That's why I loved the fuck out of Cuphead. Like it was just so challenging.
Nowadays? Like, can I just play?
No, see that's why I don't like that because then it's like, what's the point of doing this to me?
Yeah.
Like, why if there's no challenge, why am I playing this game? Like, what is the purpose of me playing this when it's just like anybody could kind of do it and you just kind of blah? Then it's like, why aren't I watching a movie?
Yeah, no, I get you. Right? No, see that was the thing, right? Back in my day, like games were challenging. They were hard, but they weren't impossible. You know, like there's some games that say they're challenging, but it's just they go from being like okay just to impossible, where it's like it's literally impossible. Like the boss has like 200 XP or HP. You know,
World at War on expert difficulty.
Yeah, that type
impossible.
Of thing. Yeah, it's
Halo
just like
3 legendary.
Oh man,
Impossible.
Legendary
Solo.
Easy, dude. I love
Battletoads.
doing legendary. Disgusting.
Fuck is Battletoads?
You're disgusting.
That was OG.
Player just plays just those random games you don't know about and just has a
Back
bunch
in
of
the day,
information.
everyone knows about Battletoads.
Yeah, dude. Battletoads is
I must
Hardcore.
Name Duck. I don't know about Battletoads. I'm just one of those guys.
OG. Hard as fuck.
Oh man.
I'm
Flappy
talking
Bird.
about the game. You know what I'm
Games.
saying?
Games are fun. I was gonna say there was that one game. I forgot what it was.
Just gonna point at
Jack
me.
and Daxter. Jack and Daxter. Like
Oh,
those
yeah,
games
yeah.
got
Those
challenging
games
to
were
a
good.
point, right? No,
Did they?
like
Spyro.
Dude,
So
that
I
wasn't
played a
hard.
bit.
Just
Jack
has
and
the
Daxter got a
fucking
little
flying
hard.
levels. Fuck those levels. Fuck you, Insomniac, for those levels.
But yeah, I mean those were just classics, you know. Now I'm hearing that like they were doing a study for like the new Mario games, and like kids kept falling down the hole and not jumping over the holes, and like things like they couldn't get past World 1-1 in like Mario Bros. It's like, it's sad.
Have you played? But have you
getting
played
dumber,
games
bro.
as a kid though?
We're just getting
Yeah.
dumber.
It is like that.
Yeah,
It's so sad to watch. Is they just can't play it.
I was walking by a GameStop at a mall, right? And this kid was playing Crash Bandicoot, and I was like, "All right, dude, kid's playing Crash, you know, awesome." He was probably like 8, you know, 6, 7, 8. I can't tell. Kids are just weird. Anyways, he's playing.
Kids are just
and
weird.
he kept running into the same enemy 3 times, and he was like, "I don't know why I'm dying." I'm like, "Little man, there's literally like a spinning blade on the guy, and you're just running into him." And like he lost. I was like, "Dude, that's like 5 lives you did just running into the same enemy. Just jump, you know."
Kids,
hurts me.
kids' minds just don't work.
Yeah.
All right.
They
Side
just-
note, I kind of just it popped in my head as we were talking about old games. But have you guys ever played Conquer
Oh yeah,
for
Conker's
Xbox?
Bad for a Day.
Never touched it. Never touched it.
For
I know it.
Xbox.
Yeah, I played for the Xbox.
Never touched
This
it.
man.
Know of it.
Wasn't that for Xbox?
N64 game originally, and then they brought it over to the Xbox.
Yeah, I played it on the Xbox.
Yeah, I
didn't play
know
it
what
on the
you're saying.
64.
I just can't believe that.
This guy, like, this is an old soul of gaming.
I know, for real.
But I want Microsoft to bring that back because that was a really fun game to me. I don't know. Did you like that game?
Yeah, I mean, it was a fun game.
Didn't they bring Conquer back?
They brought
They
it.
remastered
They
it.
remastered it on the
yeah,
Xbox,
yeah.
and then
I
they brought it back on the Xbox 360 as the rare replay. It's a fun game. I mean, you fight a pile of shit, and that's fun. And then you bounce on the sunflower's boobs.
Talking about sunflowers.
Which is also fun.
Cuphead. Amazing game.
Cuphead is a really amazing game.
Like the art style in that game. Wow. Who would have thunk?
Josh
Yeah.
really wanted to get out of that.
Conquer.
He knew
No,
where I
it's
was
cool.
going.
All right, I'm out of that. But yeah, okay.
Like I said, Cuphead probably might get in there, but we'll talk about that next week. Oh, and then Dreams. Dreams slated for this year.
Is that one like kind of like
Media
sandboxy
Molecule.
game?
Yeah,
Right?
the developer of Little Big Planet is finally gonna try to put out this game for like the 9th time.
Yeah.
It's basically they have a story mode, which before they didn't have a story mode, but now they have a story mode, and it's like you build your dreams. Like you could literally do anything you want in this game. You can make your own game within this game. And then like
a Minecraft with better graphics.
Yeah, kinda, but like
kind of like almost a Mario Maker,
but
esque,
not
but
just
like,
Mario Maker.
Yeah,
like,
but like
literally anything.
Yeah. Oh, there was that one game. Was it Spark? I think.
Yeah,
that just like crashed and
way
failed.
better than Spark.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I'm gonna probably wait a couple months, maybe a year,
just to gameplay. Someone do something amazing.
It's just like there's geniuses out there. I mean, there's like some really artistic
build
people.
The fucking White House in that game, I'm sure.
I know, right? It's like people can make such amazing things, but I just have to wait until they do that, and then that's when I'll jump in. But definitely,
I'm interested in the main story, kind of see how they introduce people to the creation and everything. But I'm not a big creator. I'm not very talented, as you can tell. I'm not artistically inclined in any way. So I like playing other people's shit, but like if it makes you do things yourself, it's gonna kind of turn me off. I'm not gonna really play that game, but that might actually come out this year, which is exciting.
Mikey doesn't like to play with himself,
or do I? Darksiders 3 also coming out.
God,
yeah, grotesque. Darksiders 3 also coming out in 2018. Apparently, we'll see if that actually sticks. I'm not a big Darksiders fan, but
did they put a release date on that?
No, they just said 2018. So it could be it's a floating date. It can move around very easily. Things like that happen all the time.
I mean, the trailer looks good.
Right over my head. Yep.
You ever seen anything about it?
I've seen the trailer, and it kind of looks like a Reaper from Overwatch, right? Kind of like a little skull guy.
I am weak at you.
I don't know what that means, but okay. I was shaking in my boots. All right.
I am shooketh.
Shooketh. Guacamelee 2.
Okay. Yeah.
Another one of those Mega Man-esque kind of games. Side-scrolling platformer. I'm in love with Guacamelee. Guacamelee 1 was so good, especially on the Vita. Shout out to the Vita. Again, God rest your soul. So a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. That's all I can really say on it.
I'm not a fan of side-scrolling games, so I probably won't pick that up. I'm not going to lie to you, just for the fact that it's a side-scroller.
I am a huge fan for 30 minutes, and then, yeah, it's just like I'll buy it thinking like I'm gonna play through the whole thing, and then I kind of just stop.
Yeah, you beat one level. And it's
exactly.
Like,
and it's like okay, right. This was the game. Yeah, it's like I'm done. All right,
I'm done here.
Fun times.
Man, there's so many. Oh, okay, and then Spider-Man. Spider-Man, yes. PS4 exclusive, Insomniac Games. Give it to me. Put it in my body. I'm ready for it.
Okay.
Put it in my body, Josh.
Man. Give it to him, Josh.
Put it inside me, Joshua.
That is one game that I will truly say I was looking forward to at the first trailer. And then the second trailer, I was a little shaky because I was like, oh gosh, this looks like one of those other Spider-Man games, which are really fun. I buy them anyways. But then I'm just waiting for them to sell me a little bit more. I want to see more open world than this. You know, I want to see more of the acrobatics because that's why I love Spider-Man. Just because, like, you know, acrobatics, I love it. So show me more of that.
I mean, they said the map Manhattan was their biggest open world game the developers have ever made.
Yeah,
which is crazy because the Infamous games were pretty
right.
big.
Talk about a match made in heaven, right? Like the acrobatics of Infamous just merging with Spider-Man. It's like literally perfect.
I'm so excited.
It's like I hope they just don't get it wrong.
I just hope like everything is like the combat. I'm really excited for the combat. Right?
Yes.
The demo showed like a little bit of like, you know, Spider-Man smashing his face into the concrete and hanging people from buildings. There's a little bit of that, but I just hope like there's so much more. Like, yeah, I'm really hyped for that game.
Well, that's why I like when you really see when they talk about this game. It's very much like they're focusing on Peter Parker as a character as well as Spider-Man as a character.
Yeah.
So it's like they're really developing like a good Spider-Man movie would, which is extremely exciting because I love a good Peter Parker story more than I would actually a Spider-Man story. So it's just kind of cool how like the dynamics, like the guy and the villain in this is actually runs the soup kitchen that Aunt May works at, and then so like
Yeah.
he's not completely bad, but then at the same time he's out there, doing bad things, and like Peter kind of has to balance that because like it means so much to his aunt, and it's just man, I'm all in on this game. I'm so excited for this game. I can't wait for this game.
I have some more research to do. I did not know that.
It's some cool stuff. There's some pretty cool shit that Insomniac's coming out with.
I'm just ready for 2018. There's a lot of good stuff coming, especially Spider-Man.
For real, I'm just gonna give the last couple. I'll just burn through them. You might want to have something to say on this because I know you're a Final Fantasy fan. Final Fantasy VII remake.
Yes,
supposed to come out this year.
I heard that they're doing the Hitman stuff, breaking it up into episodes. Looking forward to that. I honestly take your time with it. If you need to break it up. Make it good episodes though. But yeah.
Final Fantasy as of late, with Final Fantasy 15, they really disappointed me. I'm not gonna lie. Final Fantasy 15 was super hyped. It was delayed for 10 years, and then they finally made it. It was renamed and everything, and then they finally made it. And you get this. The game was super rushed. Story mode was 36 hours, which is nothing if you really want to play it.
Yeah, I can get that.
It was just over too soon, and then all the DLC just came super late because you beat the game in 2 days. Then you have to just wait for 4 months for one DLC package, and then another 4 for the next one. Then they finally released the multiplayer, and the multiplayer is okay. It's not bad. It's still hard to play with your friends, but it's not bad. It's something. Final Fantasy VII remake. I haven't looked into anything new Final Fantasy because I was disappointed so much. It really hurt my soul. I was hurt. I felt attacked personally because I was really looking forward to their last Final 15 for 15, and it just didn't sell it. So I haven't looked at anything.
Yeah. Super last note on Final Fantasy 15. It's one of those games that I loved playing, right? But then months later, I was like, man, I wish I would have waited because it looks like the full game actually came out months after, just with all the DLC.
Exactly.
I was like, why didn't I wait? But yeah.
Okay, and then after that, just a couple shout outs. That's pretty much wraps up 2018. It's a really fucking solid year, and that's not including some of the things that might be coming out. I'm actually predicting that a Spyro remaster or a Crash CTR remaster is going to be coming out.
A good thing.
I
love Spyro.
No, I'm sure
Crash Team Racing,
Medieval. I'm pretty sure it's going to come out this year.
Really? You think
I'm almost positive Medieval is going to come out this year. It's not going to take that much to develop a complete remake for.
You're right. Yeah.
So it's going to be one. It's one of the two. Crash came out in a year from when they announced it to when that came out, and that's 3 different games.
I love when publishers do that. By the way,
I know it's so good.
Announce it. Oh, it's out next month. Oh, perfect.
Yeah, it's amazing. So just a couple shout out. Metro Prime 4 has been announced. Still date up in there. Kingdom Hearts 3.
That can't be a quick shout out. That's amazing.
Anyways, you look like a Kingdom Hearts fan.
Jeez, I love that game.
I can't keep using that joke, but Beyond Good and Evil 2, Bayonetta 3, Death Stranding, and The Last of Us 2. So right there, those are heavy hitters. We don't know when they're going to come out. And then the Ghost of Tsushima, which is Sucker Punch's new game, the developers of Infamous. Okay, so Kingdom Hearts 3, what do you have to say on that?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so finally, hopefully it might actually be coming out this year. Hopefully, they said it they said it 20 times in the past. But honestly, can you talk about the best type of thing to merge Disney into an action adventure game? Oh my god!
I heard they're gonna add Marvel characters into it.
They're saying Pixar because Toy Story is in there, and then they're saying maybe Star Wars, which would be awesome. I doubt they're gonna do that, but that would be so cool. Yeah, it would be awesome. You know what I mean? But that game has to be one of the most anticipated games of probably my life because I've been waiting. But it makes me nervous because they released Kingdom Hearts 2.8 remaster remix, 2.5. Meaning no they put a 2.8. Yeah, so they left 2.9 open. I'm like, please don't.
Really making you guys buy these games, huh?
Yeah, no, absolutely. So that's one game
Nintendo's strategy.
Totally down for. Beyond Good and Evil 2. I will say, when I saw the trailer, I was like, okay, that game looks really interesting.
Sold me on it.
Yeah, but the thing that really sold me on it was when they brought the whole development team, and you just saw people crying, and I was like, they put their heart and soul into this game. I am looking forward to it because they know what they're doing. Yeah, games like that. That's what kind of sell me. When the developer's like, yeah, this is my baby. I'm
that passionate. Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, yeah, that trailer made it look so interesting, and Beyond Good and Evil is something I've not been interested in before. And Kingdom Hearts, also, this would be my first Kingdom Hearts game. I want to go back and play the remasters. Like I said, not a big Japanese gaming fan, so we'll see how it kind of pans out for me.
Have you ever played Kingdom Hearts before?
Nope, I have not.
You played Kingdom Hearts, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is it worth playing?
Sure.
So
Is it worth playing like all the previous games?
I mean, I think you could settle for like a recap, but I'll just tell you this. I played like the end prologue thing that like kind of leads into this next game. This game looks super confusing, right? It looks like they're taking like a huge story like about Organization 13 and whatnot, and it's like I don't think the casual fan's going to look at it and be like, oh, okay, I automatically know what's going on, you know? I've been just hoping that they explain a lot about the story because it's, for me, a huge fan of Kingdom Hearts. I was getting a little confused, you know? So I'm just hoping they do a good job explaining it.
Like, am I missing a huge part of the story if I go from 2.5 to 2.8?
No, because it's just a remix of,
right?
It's just a remix of 1 and 2 again.
It's just 0.3
So.
I'm missing. Okay.
Don't worry about it, yeah.
I'm so lost.
all I'm saying.
What collection do I have to buy to get the story of all of them?
I would say don't even play the games if you don't want to.
Don't
fucking
throw them out.
If you're trying
Don't do it.
if you're trying to prepare
Done.
yourself for this next game, don't even care about playing the games. Watch like a lore recap and just like kind of learn the story. And the games are exceptional.
So
but I don't want
read
you getting-
Alexa Ray Korea's book.
Ask Google
Sure.
Home. Hey Google, can
explain
you tell me
Kingdom
about
Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts?
Exactly.
Alexa, what's the Kingdom Hearts about?
Yeah, but the main thing is like I feel like if you were to replay all the games right before 3, you're gonna get burned out, and I just don't want people to get burned out on what's gonna be an amazing
Would
game.
I get burned out? Are they really that burnoutable?
No, but you're gonna be playing 3 long RPGs in
How
a row.
long?
I mean, you could spend a long time, like 30, 60 hours.
And by RPG, do you mean turn-based RPG?
RPG elements. So like you're fighting, you know, it's like real time, you know, bop 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 bop. You can dodge and stuff like that. But like you are like kind of like upgrading your Sora through like different keyblades, and you gotta manage your
Fucking
potions.
dork. No, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
absolutely a dork, but I love it. So
Just kidding, I am too.
wow, yeah. I'm just saying, if you're looking forward to 3, just look up the story. Don't get burned out.
Just play 3.
I'm excited. I might dabble in it.
Dabble.
At least
I
the
like that
games.
I might dabble. All right, guys. Now that we went through all the games, I just want to know, just as a prediction, what do you guys see from the games we've named? What games do you guys see being Game of the Year?
For 2018?
For 2018.
Way
Just
too
a
early to
just a
start this
prediction, bro. Just a
conversation.
prediction.
Crash Team Racing remaster.
It's coming. I'm definitely probably gonna say I'm just gonna take the easy way out. I'm gonna go Red Dead just because that's gonna hit everyone and everyone's gonna love it. So I mean, obviously, Red Dead Redemption.
It's so hard to say.
So?
I could see Spider-Man. I could
I
see.
can see Spider-Man.
I could see
Spider-Man.
God of War if they really do it right.
God of War has to be damn near perfect in my opinion.
I mean,
I feel like if Last
Red
of Us
Dead.
does come out,
It's
Red
not
Dead's gonna have like a huge competition. But I'm just saying, Red Dead's probably gonna get it. You know,
I don't know about that. I really don't.
Hands
We'll
down.
see.
if they put poker back in that game, done. You know, I spent so many hours playing poker with my guys. Woo,
I know.
jeez.
I don't think Days Gone is gonna get it.
No,
I'm
looking forward to it.
I am too.
don't-
I think they're gonna clean up on a few awards.
Detroit's gonna get it. Detroit Not Human. Is that what it's called? Right?
Become human.
Become Human.
Yeah.
Detroit,
fuck
not
it's called.
human.
Detroit D-Town.
You make me cringe sometimes. I don't know why.
Deep down.
What the fuck it's called?
Yeah.
I think that's gonna gather in some awards. You know,
Uh-huh.
probably take it. You know,
I could see Detroit,
the year
but hopefully it doesn't come out like their last game. Ellen Page, blanking on the name.
whatever the fuck it's called.
I know what you're talking about. She had
sum
the
it up.
little
Good
ghost.
or evil? Wasn't there good or evil in that title too?
I know it wasn't beyond good and evil, but
No,
it was good.
No, it was Beyond.
Beyond. It was
Good
Beyond.
and Evil.
No, wasn't it just Beyond?
No.
It was Beyond Good and Evil?
Good and Evil, right? Correct? Let me know in the comments down below.
Wow. How did I forget that? Anyway, that was a good game, though. I liked it.
It's all right.
So I liked the Rock's Jumanji. So you can kind of base.
Did
my
you like
taste off
Jumanji?
that. I loved it. So I love the original. And I just watched the newest one, and I loved it because I'm that kind of guy. I love the new Star Wars too. I had to watch it like 3 times to fully get it, but that's my taste. So if you want to know what my recommendations are,
I ended up coming out with the newer Star Wars. Ended up coming on the side of liking it.
yeah, so, debatable.
I haven't
but
seen it. Don't talk about it.
You haven't seen it? Sort your life out, man.
I haven't seen it. I've seen
Okay,
Jumanji.
can we talk about something?
What's that?
Solo, the Star Wars story,
That's
comes
soon.
out in like 2 months.
Yeah, too soon.
Not a trailer.
Too soon.
Not one trailer.
Yeah,
It's gonna hit
I'm
the
not gonna
theaters,
lie.
Bro. It's just gonna hit it.
I heard from what I heard. There's an article saying that Disney is actually anticipating that one to bomb.
Oh wow, I wouldn't deny it.
Donald Glover as Lando Calrissian. That's like
It's-
so perfect. Why does it have to be this one that fails?
Yeah, no, I get you. It's just they're touching Han Solo, So I mean,
they're touching
he's
Solo. All right.
all over, yeah. And he's a he's a big character,
Yeah,
and
he
just
shot first.
absolutely, why is that a debate? But I mean, like
Hashtag shot first.
they're touching like a huge part of the story, and like they're gonna make it concrete. So whatever happens in this movie is concrete forever,
Yeah.
So I think that's why it's like so like ugh. But anyways, spoiler for the Star Wars movie that just came out. Leia and Luke are brother and sister. Sorry about that.
Your face.
Okay, I thought that was
I
funny. It
mean-
wasn't. I'm not very funny. I'm sorry.
I
But yeah,
mean, okay, I already knew about that.
I
Just
tried.
kidding, I already knew about that. Well,
I already knew about that.
any last words from you? Anything you guys want to plug yourselves? Any last words from you guys before we go?
My message for today. I'm Josh, and that's it. Thank you.
He's Josh, ladies and gentlemen. I need your last names. I need you both to send me your
Oh.
last names and everything because I need to make title graphics. See, I don't know if this is gonna be the first episode or the second episode yet. I'm saying it's episode 1, but we'll see. We'll see in the chronological order.
before I?
So the way I'm gonna do it is when I
Behind
do,
us.
I'm gonna do. If I don't do a video game episode that week, I'm gonna try to do a video game episode that week. If that makes sense.
That
So
makes
like if
sense.
I have a guest on who's not talking about video games, I want at least to make it up with an episode
I
that's
get
talking
you.
about games
Hey, you know what?
because this is a games
I have
channel.
to say my last name.
Right here, we're always first. Okay.
I have to say my last name.
No, I'm saying you have to send it to me later,
Oh,
unless you
send
don't
it
want
to
your
me.
last name out there. But I have to make a little
Oh, no,
lower
I'm-
third titles.
No, it's all good. I don't care.
Throw it out there,
Say
dude.
My last
Alright.
name is something. That's
Anything,
mine.
it is yours. So anything you want to plug?
Like player. You said player,
Plug. Plug.
Advertise yourself, my friend.
You know I'm go by Sean So Nasty. That is Sean So Nasty.
Boy.
The cringe. Oh man.
All right.
All right, that's all I gotta say.
All right. Sean So Nasty is
So
Sean
Nasty, that's me over here.
So Nasty. Now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for everything that you've given me. Thank you for this relaunch of Chiptooth Gaming. Gentlemen, thank you for being on the first episode of this relaunch. Hopefully, you'll see them around a little more. Now, if you like this video, go ahead and like down there and hit that subscribe button. Comment. Join part of the conversation. What games are you looking forward to in 2018? What was your game of the year last year? Who do you want to see on the show? If you want to see someone on the show, go ahead and tag them on Twitter. I'm at Cheeks Jr. on Twitter, and Chiptooth Gaming's at CTGVids. So go ahead and just tag who you want to see on the show, and then add us. And then we are more than happy to try to get them on here. And we have a lot of cool guests coming up. We have a couple of game developers, my friend Nick DiPaolo. We have a pretty predominant streamer coming up. Her name is Jenna. We have possibly a Nick Scarpino joining us from Kind of Funny. So
Interesting.
we got some awesome things coming up. So please stay tuned. These are going to be posting Mondays. Podcasts go up live on Mondays and then sometimes randomly throughout the week if there's a second podcast. So thank you. Until next time, we're out.